What up, everybody? Thanks for checking back in. This is going to be a juicy segment because we got an Arsenal rant from our very own Toby. But first, this is an interesting thing I want to talk about because a lot of people talk about Manny's recent form after Bruno Fernandes came into the club and how we've been top of the form table ever since he came in. And it's been us at the top, Man City at number two, which is kind of impressive. I think they've been going under the radar. But then number three, who do we have here? Arsenal. Arsenal.
I don't
Arsenal
know
have
how.
actually been playing pretty well. They've been
Stop.
well.
Stop.
I don't want to say. Well, we'll talk about that later. But result wise, they've been producing some good results as of late. Um, and what I want to ask Toby, our avid Arsenal fan, is if Arsenal have actually turned a corner, because it seems like just yesterday that we were talking about how Arsenal had just like choked to what was it to? I remember Tottenham was a recent one.
Yeah.
What was the big
Yesterday.
meltdown that
Oh yeah.
ATV had?
Oh the what's it? No, it's Tot. I think it was Tottenham. It was Tottenham.
I
Tot.
remember Tottenham,
Yeah,
and then
Tottenham.
there was another one
Like
that was like a while ago. It was like
Brighton. Right.
before.
Brighton. It had to be. It had to
Was
be
it Brighton?
Man City or Brighton. It had to be Man City or Brighton. Are you saying like
Because
after the
it was
pandemic?
Brighton. It was Brighton. It was Brighton. Yeah,
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 because
yeah.
of foul
No,
play.
because I think because Man City was expected, right?
Yeah.
But it was the 2-1 loss to Brighton.
No, it was
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like
yeah.
David Luiz
Mape,
did. That was Luiz fucking us over as well.
Mape. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when Leno got injured. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But since then, 2-0 win against Southampton, who almost beat us a couple days ago.
Stop.
Uh, 2-1 win against Sheffield. 4-0 win against Norwich,
Bro,
who
okay, yeah,
who
they literally.
Manchester United and Chelsea struggled to beat, by the way. 2-0 win against the Wolves, a draw against Leicester, and yeah, the loss against Spurs. We all remember that. But then they bounced back with a 2-1 win against the champions, quote unquote champions, which they came back and won. I don't think I ever, even in my dreams, saw Arsenal doing that. So here I ask you, Toby, are Arsenal actually good?
No, we're not. Okay, like, to be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest.
I
No,
knew
I don't
I
think
knew the answer. I knew the
that.
answer, but I still needed to ask.
Before, like, and the thing is, I'm gonna just clarify something. Before people say, just guys just don't think they're good, this team's not good, I'm not saying that we are not a fucking Big Six club any. Like, I know some, like, dumb schmuck rivals fans are gonna be like, oh no, Arsenal aren't good anymore. They're shit. They're no longer part of the Big Six or anything. Like, we've literally made the top six for fucking 25 years straight. So, I just want to clarify that.
I mean,
Uh,
at the end of the day, you're like the Detroit Pistons.
shut the fuck up.
You'll be you'll
We're
be
literally
good.
the Red
You'll
Wings.
be
We're
good.
literally the Red Wings.
You'll be good. You'll
We're,
never be elite.
shut the
You'll
fuck.
always want to think that you are
No,
because
we're literally,
in 2004 you had a great season, but at the end of the day, you're overpaying old players, and you suck.
bro.
You're
We're
exactly
literally.
like the
Yeah, I'm
Detroit
telling you.
Pistons.
I'm telling you. We're
You're
literally
you're
like.
irrelevant.
No, just let me say. We're literally like the Red Wings. We have the third most titles in the Premier League.
Red
Well,
Wings, fuck out of here. You know the Red Wings won a
I'll tell you
title
what.
in
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
2007.
We literally had a playoff streak, just like their playoff streak. Well, like their level of achievement was getting into the playoff. Our level of achievement was getting in the top four, and then we finally missed out on it. And then you see how difficult it is for us to get back in, just like the Red Wings. We are the Red Wings. I don't get how this BS has come from.
The
Oh,
Red Wings, the Red Wings won a title. This is a hockey reference for
yeah,
anyone that doesn't
as
that
if the
doesn't follow.
as if yeah, as if Arsenal haven't won a title either. We're not fucking we're not Spurs for like
Have you? When was the
so,
last time Arsenal won a
yeah,
title?
okay, congrats, 2004, but like
2004,
congrats, congrats,
exactly. And when did the Detroit Pistons win their title? 2004.
congrats. So what? They signed the worst.
Overpaying
Guess what?
old players.
2004, they signed the worst
They
possible.
wish they were a
They
big
literally
club.
out of four, they had four All Stars. They could have picked in the top five. and they had the number 2 spot, and they decided to pick who's the guy they picked, the clown in 2000 was it
Darko. Yeah, you don't need
yeah
to remind me.
yeah so we ain't that dog shit.
Back
But
to the original question.
okay,
Is Arsenal? So actually, no. We've established we know Arsenal are actually good, but why aren't they good? And can they become good in the future with Arteta?
well, like first of all, if you can look at our defense, we have like a lot of shit defenders. I think honestly,
What defense?
yeah, no,
What
no,
defense?
no, that's an insult because I think if you want to count
Tier.
goalkeepers,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, goalkeeper. We have I think we have 2 very great goalkeepers. I honestly think
that
Martinez,
is facts.
like Martinez
He's
is
so good.
he has the best like out of like a keeper that's played 500 at least 500 minutes in the Premier League. He has the best save percentage. He's an 81% save percentage.
No, that's fair. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Every time I watch him, he makes really good saves. I got to say, and he's like he's really composed too. Like I'm sure.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm not,
I doubt he gets very many minutes at all under playing after Leno, but he looks really composed
I'm not,
even against playing against really big opponents.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think he might be a bit more composed than Leno. Leno, I think he can make more
Really?
ridiculous. Like I think, yeah, I know it's weird because Leno does make a few errors at times. This season he's actually reduced a lot, but last season he had like the most errors. But Leno will make like more like I think he'll make a bit more outrageous saves. But Martinez is composed, and you can come up with those odd saves like against Liverpool, for example. He had like that ridiculous save against uh against Trent's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though
And
you guys lost against the Spurs, he had some pretty good saves there too.
yeah. Oh yeah,
His
against
defense just let him down,
yeah, like usual.
like usual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Arsenal just have like all terrible players. Like Tierney for
Yeah.
25 million, honestly, was kind of a steal. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, Tierney's been pretty solid.
Yeah. Tierney, like I'm not even joking. Like okay, some people are gonna be like, oh no, you're gonna be chatting shit. But I honestly think Tierney will be the if he isn't I think you will be at least the second best the left back in the Premier League. Like defensively,
And who's the first? Who's the first?
yeah, you know who's the first. We have to say
No, no, no. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
Andrew Robertson. We have to say
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Luke Shaw.
That's
Stop.
right, baby.
Stop.
That's
Stop.
right, baby. Luke
Stop.
Shaw, put some respect on his name.
Bro,
Put
stop.
some respect on my
You
boy
know you're
Luke Shaw's
chatting shit.
name.
You even know you're chatting shit. But like, yeah. He
Am I? Am I?
you even know. Come on. You can't dude. He might get replaced by Brandon Williams, so chill.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Fair
like,
enough.
yeah. Tierney, like, we haven't really seen his offensive output in the Premier League because he hasn't had as many opportunities going forward. But on the like, literally defensively, like he's so underrated. He rarely gets. I don't think like. I forgot what game it was. I think it was a game really early in the season. I think it was Crystal Palace. I think it might have been Crystal Palace or something. Where like that was like the only day he like I've seen him like get dribbled past really, like a few times.
Mhm.
Of every other game, he's just been solid defensively. He always locks down our left hand side.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. He went toe to toe with Salah, and he went toe to toe with Traore. Very and the way he just the way he can also stop prevent them from going forward, but also help out the other center backs when they're in trouble as well. It's just man, we're so lucky to have him, and one thing that just really annoys me, the mentality about the club as well, is that I think I sent you this article. Some of our players apparently criticized Tierney for going hard in training and stuff. It's it's only Arsenal that can criticize their own players.
That is such an Arsenal thing.
Exactly.
That's the most Arsenal thing I've ever heard.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's true though. It's true. Yeah. But I think
And
yeah.
Well, I just want to say although Arsenal is the perfect banter meme club, they in a weird way, they kind of remind me of Man U
last year.
right when Mourinho left. In a way, because not as good. I'll admit, not as good for
Yeah, that's
sure.
a good thing
Not as
though.
good, but in a, I mean, in a way, it's like they have specs of really good talent, but it's just overshadowed by a shit ton of deadwood. But like the thing with Man U is that um and people give a lot of credit to Solskjaer for this, but I mean he was following the obvious he was signing the obvious players. It's
Yeah,
not difficult. Um and if Arsenal sign obvious players, then and get rid of the obvious players,
yeah,
then I can see them getting transformed. It's pretty similar. Like our it's not too long ago that we were playing Ashley Young, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling like in our back line. Like our defense was in shambles too, and that was last year that we were playing with that back line.
you
You know, like that wasn't too long ago.
guys have money though. That's it's the difference.
We that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be willing to spend, and
We're not.
it's like we have money, but if you look at our net spend from last year, it was like 74 million or something because we sold Lukaku and didn't do anything with that money. You
Yeah,
know, classic Manchester United fashion. But if Arsenal like if they sign, it's not looking good. If I'm being honest, because it doesn't look like they are signing the obvious players, or they're making an effort to. But like you know, like Jack Grealish, like yeah, that's an obvious player that Arsenal should go after.
I agree.
Partey, of course. Like these are players that's like no brainer. Like if Arteta went out and was able to convince the board to sign one of those players, I don't think you would. I know maybe the fans would laud Arteta for that, but like, was there really any like insane scouting analysis involved in that? No, you just went out there and got the best player that fit your team the best. It's
Yeah,
simple. And if Arsenal followed that methodology, to have the guts to follow that methodology, then they can do well.
exactly. Like that's the mistake we made last year. We just like a lot of times we just like went like we claim that we use like in like all these in-depth statistics to go find out players from like all these other leagues and stuff, and like we just we try to rebuild like get fill in every position regardless of the quality, like the very
Yeah,
quality. Because like yeah, we obviously went for a big name Pepe. We went for a very good bargain in Tierney. Then we had our center backs. We went for the fucking worst of them all, David Luiz, and we went for a reject, a Real Madrid reject in Ceballos. So it's just like we don't really have like a true like our old technical directors say like we are a mess and we don't really have a true vision of like of what of where this club actually wants to go. All we can say is that we're a big always say is that we're a big club, we can attract big names, but really that isn't 100% of the truth. And sometimes you actually have to go out and spend money, not necessarily on people that are of a top club, but you go spend it on the Bruno Fernandez's, like the Jack Grealish's, like the CH's stuff, like players that are doing extremely well at a certain club that's
yeah,
obviously lower than us that you can get. They might be like 40,
yeah,
50 million, but it's worth it in the long run.
yeah. Why not take a chance, right? Like, well, what do you have to lose? Your dignity? Oh wait, that's already gone. You know, like
Chill.
there's nothing else to lose. But that does remind me. I mean, you brought up the article um, that came out about a month ago.
Yeah.
It's called "Inside Arsenal: A Dysfunctional Club Desperate for a Reset," and it talks about how Arteta is basically set up for failure, and how he began to realize like truly how fucked Arsenal are, and how dysfunctional they really are. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm wondering, do you think that because I guess even if Arteta is like you know, let's say in the best case scenario he becomes like Pep. He has the same progressive intelligence, the same managerial quality that Pep does. Will
Yeah.
he ever even get the chance to succeed at Arsenal if he's limited by the board and by the quality of the players that he has?
Well, yeah, I don't think so, to be honest. It depends. Like, it really depends. Like, you have to look at like, will he sell? Is he willing to sell the top, like, our best players as well? If there's no way to generate that we can use like just the natural finances that we generated, will we be able to like just sell our players and then replace them with like two or three good players?
Yeah.
You also have to look at that. But
But is he to blame?
no,
Like,
it's not.
I'm sure Arteta doesn't control transfers, does he?
Well, no, like I think he has to like have. I think they gave him the seal of approval. Like he has to have a seal of approval on every transfer. Apparently,
Really?
yeah,
Because like at the end of the day, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can go up and tell Matt Judge and Ed Woodward, whoever the hell he wants to sign, but that means fuck all
yeah,
because it all depends on like how well they can negotiate and the finance they have and whatnot.
yeah. But I think for
So
yeah, yeah, but I
so I
think
don't know. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I think for Arteta, like, I think Arteta's like, because we're such a shit situation, he's taking what he can get basically. If we're gonna get
Take it.
like
Yeah,
fucking,
that's facts.
we're gonna get like championship players or some shit. I think he's gonna just have to take it and live with it. Really.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
he signed up for it, right? I don't think you can fairly say he knew what he was getting himself into
yeah,
because they probably didn't with Arsenal,
yeah,
but he signed up for a rebuild. Um, and at the end of the day, this is what he's gonna have to deal with.
yeah. I definitely think that we have to as Arsenal we have to stop looking at the now. Oh, let's just keep let's just fill in the few spots that like we claim a lot of players here like I know a lot of people claim that they're world class, they're elite players and stuff, and just I think we need to just get out of this bubble and just realize we're in ninth place. There's a reason why we were in ninth place. I agree. Part of the reason is because of Emery. A lot of the reason is because the board didn't like necessarily get the right players. You can even make an argument that Arteta is just adjusting to this. We dropped a lot of points. We choked a lot, but a lot of this is like a lot of these players have played under four managers, like Lacazette, Ozil, Aubameyang. Even though like Lacazette and Aubameyang barely played under Wenger, um, Shaka, um, just Mustafi, Bellerin, just so many of these guys have played under four managers now, and it's just like we continuously see inconsistent performances for most of them. If we're being real, and it's just like
Yep,
at a certain point, you have to realize how long is it actually going to take for these guys to actually get it through, and if it's going to take
I can relate to that more than you can think.
yeah, if it's going to take like 3 to 4 years for for us to actually rebuild this team and or for them to actually get to the picture, like just sell them when you can, like sell them at like the highest value you possibly can right now, to be honest, because Aubameyang and Lacazette, this is literally their last year. This is their last year in which we can actually sell them for a decent price if we're being real. And that
Well,
what?
oh yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, so it's like our last year we can actually sell them for a decent price, and that's sadly, for God's sake, probably like 40, 50 million. When last year they were around 70 million.
50 million. I don't even know if he'll get that for Lacazette, honestly.
No, actually, no. Juve is interested. Juve is apparently interested in him, as well as Atletico's always wanted him.
For 50 million though, I mean,
He's not
actually, how old is Aubameyang?
no Lacazette, or I think you're asking
Yeah, how
about
old is
Aubameyang's 30.
Lacazette?
Aubameyang's 30. Lacazette's 29, I think.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
And well, Juve has a win. I think they have a win now mentality because they still have Ronaldo. So
Yeah, yeah, I could see it happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Well, you
like,
heard it from the Arsenal man himself.
hey, bro, you didn't give me time to like no Ozil talk, no nothing about him.
Dude, you gotta make that Ozil video.
Oh shit.
You never made that separate Ozil video. We promised them, dude.
Yeah, my idol.
They're on the edge.
Yeah,
They're on the edge of their seats. They're waiting for it.
yeah, bro. Him and Sanchez's duo. Beautiful.
Oh, Sanchez.
Oh yeah, what are you guys
Now you
gonna
made
do
me
with it?
depressed.
Well, are you guys
What
actually
are
gonna
we gonna do with?
like?
I think he was the player of the week or something
Yeah, he was.
in Serie A. Yeah, dude. I mean, you look Inter. He's the man.
Yeah, but
He's the man, Inter. I know you want him.
yeah, but the issue is that they don't want to pay. Obviously, they might just do like another loan deal, and you guys still have to pay.
Yeah, hopefully. If getting Sanchez off the wage bills would be huge.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
Oh yeah, I was also thinking about something like there's like some like what would you guys would you take money for Smalling or like would you rather get a player for Smalling?
Depends on what player.
Like I was thinking of
Like, would I take? Well, I mean, it also depends on who are we swapping with?
well it would probably be swap with money as well because you would be getting like a good player. You'd most likely be you would want a good player. I don't know. I was like because like since I actually looked at a lot of like players for Arsenal, like since we were rumored to get swapped, like we were rumored for this guy named like Lorenzo Pellegrini, Justin Kluivert, Nicolas Zaniolo, and like Sengi Zunger.
I've never heard of any of those players.
Wait, what?
Did you say
Shit,
Zlengi Zongo?
Sengi's Unger, yeah, Unger, I think it is. Yeah, he's Turkish.
Mm, no
He's right.
wonder they're linked to Arsenal.
No, he was actually really rated like 2 years ago.
Really
Heavily rated. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. No,
Well,
wait, you've never heard
we
of
gotta
Zaniolo?
no.
Italian? Wait, what? He was like he was heavily rated last year. I think he fell off a bit though. Like, but I was thinking like the player that if I were Man I'd probably go for like Lorenzo Pellegrini or something. Like, he plays like
I want to go for Camavinga.
oh yeah, true. But he's so young though.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah,
He's like what 17, right?
yeah.
I feel like he'll go to Real, honestly.
Yeah. Like the main reason I said like Pellegrini is because like I think he plays the exact same position as like yeah he does play the exact as Pogba and Bruno, and I think he'd only be like Smalling and maybe like 15 million or something for that for him.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I feel like we would prioritize getting money though because I already know that like Woodward would use that money to pay for Sancho if he had the chance.
yeah. I just feel like for Manu it might be smarter just to like make sure you freshen up the rest of these positions because you can also give
Yeah, it is definitely. We lack depth sorely.
yeah, and then you can like you will also give Greenwood the ability, give him more playing time on the right wing side anyway,
Yeah.
and
No, I agree.
yeah, you get like Nathan Ake or like Tyron Mings or something as another defender, uh, or another
I rate Mings, man. I'd take Mings in a heartbeat.
yeah exactly yeah they're gonna get relegated. He's gonna be like 20 million.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like you can go for a top like an elite defensive midfielder, go for a good backup in for Bruno and Pogba, and maybe yeah, I think that would be a solid window, really. And then next summer you just go big and go home for fucking Sancho. This would be good.
Well, like we talked about, we will not do that. There's zero chance in that happening, unfortunately, unless we don't make Champions League. Then I could see that happening.
Yeah. But would you take that? Like you take that risk of not making Champions League just so you can rebuild in other areas, but you have to like but you would also
I'd rather make Champions League and get Jadon Sancho than not get Champions
no, but
League. Just
I feel like oh yeah, true. Because of the money.
Oh, of course. And I mean, there was also definitely like you can't ignore that there's like a chance that we don't get Jaden Sancho if we wait until next year. Like right
Well,
now, we're the only team that's interested.
well,
But next year, who knows? Like Real might be back in, Barca might be back in,
I think
Chelsea might be back in. So
Barca's the only. I think Barca's the only risk because Real Madrid's going to be looking next year. They're looking for Mbappe. They might even be looking for Holland as well. Some others. Uh, Barca might if they still obviously can't get Neymar and shit. They might just turn to other things like Sancho. Maybe Sancho's the future of Barcelona. Uh, yeah, Chelsea's obviously can't get. They're not going to be able to get Sancho. They don't even need
yeah,
him. So yeah, I think Man U is definitely the front runner regardless.
we'll see, we'll see. But we got to end the video here. We
Yeah,
will talk about in our next video. We will talk about something. I don't know about what, but it'll be interesting. And we will see you there. Thank you for listening.